Hello and welcome to the Pro14 Round 19 predictions brought to you by DrivingMaul. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, a podcast, YouTube channel, Twitter account and website bringing the best in rugby predictions and opinion. So yes, round 19, we are really getting towards the pointy end of the season. And first up, we have the Ospreys hosting Connacht. Now, Connacht really have disappointed with this season. With just 6 wins, and whereas the Ospreys, whilst they didn't start so great, have won 5 out of their last 6 games, and that's and have improved greatly towards the latter part of the season. So you've got to say this one has home win written all over it. So I'm backing the Ospreys by 7. Next up, Edinburgh host Ulster. Now Edinburgh, another team that has gone really well recently. 6 wins on the bounce. With that same period, Ulster have only got 2. That's in the Pro14, at least anyway. And Edinburgh do sit comfortably above Ulster in Group B now. And you've got to say again, this is another comfortable home win, backing Edinburgh again by 7, and to keep that pressure on Scarlets and Leinster above them. Next up comes Leinster, and they're hosting Zebre. So this one should be an easy try bonus point win for Leinster. I'm backing Leinster by 15. Zebre have looked better this season, let's be honest. They have racked up 4 wins, which is more than either the Dragons or the Kings. But unfortunately for them, the Dragons and the Kings are in the other group, so they're still bottom of their group, unfortunately. The Cheetahs then host the Blues. Blues are on a good run. They've won 5 out of their last 5 games, which is fantastic, which means they've closed the gap on the Cheetahs. So they're only 5 points behind them. So in theory, if they win this with a try bonus point, they could catch up with the Cheetahs in Pool A. However, the Cheetahs have been going well at home, as we've said all along, and they've won their last 2 games as well. So you've got to say the Cheetahs, who have won 7 out of 8 at home, you've got to back them again to win this one. And so I'm going to back the Cheetahs by 5. The Scarlets then host Glasgow, and this is going to be a cracking game. This will be the game of the round. Scarlets second in their group on 61 points with 12 wins, up against Glasgow, who are top in their group with 14 wins and at 70 points. You've got to say, so I'm going to go with the home side by 3, but this one could go either way and should be, as I say, a cracking game. There's 2 more games to go. Treviso then host Dragons. Dragons have only won 2 games this season. Really, after the positivity that we had, I mean, they have had 2 draws as well, to be fair. After all positivity we had at the beginning, new ownership, new coach and all that kind of stuff, it really has been a disappointing season for them. Treviso, on the other hand, have won half their games. They've won 9, lost 9. That's a fantastic result for Treviso, and a real step up for that Italian side. So I'm backing Treviso to win this one by 7. And that will put pressure on Ulster. They could climb above Ulster in Group B, which would be a really impressive achievement for them. To finish things off, we have Kings hosting Munster. In Munster are 12 points behind Glasgow in Group A, so it's going to be difficult for them to catch them. But they do need to keep ahead of Cheetahs, who are only 6 points behind them. And I think they'll do that with a comfortable win down in South Africa. I'm backing Munster by 7 because a lot of teams have sent weakened signs down to South Africa. They've used the opportunity to rest some of their players. So I'm not sure what side Munster will really send down there. But otherwise, if they send down a full-strength side, it should be a much bigger margin than that. So those are my thoughts. Always up for good old rugby chats. Please let me know your thoughts down below, or have a chat with me at DrivingMaul on Twitter. There'll be my picture up there to subscribe to the channel, or hey, hit the red button, red box down below. And I'll have my latest video in the box there as well, if you're watching the recording rather than the live show. So thank you very much, and do enjoy whatever rugby you're watching this weekend.